Hi, I'm Hession. I'm an energy healing practitioner and a medical intuitive. And I'm going to talk with you today about something uncomfortable, embarrassing, and sometimes pretty gross. And that topic is digestive problems during pregnancy. Often the biggest digestive problem during pregnancy is, of course, pregnancy nausea, often called morning sickness, and its evil cousin, hyperemesis gravidarum, which is Greek and Latin for really bad pregnancy nausea and vomiting. Because doctors, God bless them, they really like to give things fancy names. But I have 3 other videos just on that topic called What Causes Morning Sickness, How to Stop Morning Sickness, and Natural Morning Sickness Relief. So if that's the specific issue you're looking for help with, and I'm so sorry if you are, I feel your pain, but if that's the issue, I recommend you go first to one or all of those videos. In this video, I'm going to talk more about heartburn, acid reflux, indigestion, gas and bloating, and everyone's favorite, constipation. So some women have dealt with one or more of these before pregnancy as well, but many women didn't, and it can come as kind of a rude awakening when it happens. Like, I heard about the throwing up, but no one told me my little bundle of joy was going to cause my bowels to seize up like a cement truck for days on end. So why can pregnancy cause these digestive issues? My video, What Causes Heartburn During Pregnancy, goes into the heartburn side of it more thoroughly, and you may want to watch that as well. But part of what's happening in your body hormonally is a factor in all of these digestive issues. During pregnancy, the ovaries, the uterus, and the placenta all produce the hormone progesterone. One of the effects, and in fact one of the primary purposes of the increased progesterone, is that it causes your smooth muscle tissue to relax and stretch more easily. Smooth muscle tissue is the muscle tissue of your organs, as compared to striated muscle tissue, which is the kind of muscle tissue of your skeletal muscles, like the muscles that you move around, like your biceps and your quads. You know how a piece of steak or a chicken breast, it has fibers, like lines going through it, but a piece of liver, it's all smooth with no fibers. That's the difference between striated skeletal muscle tissue and the smooth organ muscle tissue. The more you know. So progesterone causes the smooth muscles of your uterus to relax, which is very necessary for your baby to grow. But it also causes the same result in your other organs. So it's affecting your stomach itself. It's affecting the sphincter or valve at the top of your stomach, and it's supposed to keep the acid from going up into your esophagus. It's affecting the sphincter at the other end of your stomach that controls the flow of partially digested food into your small intestine, as well as the muscle walls of your small intestine and your large intestine, which is also called your colon. So all of these muscles are getting kind of laid back. They're not so uptight and they're not so effective at moving things along in the right direction as they usually are. So your digestion can get kind of sluggish. The acid can get up into your esophagus more easily, and at the far end, it can become harder and harder to get things out. When you combine that with dehydration, which many pregnant women deal with, especially in early pregnancy because of nausea and vomiting, you can end up with stool that is really hard because your body doesn't have enough water to make it soft the way it should be. So that, along with the loss of the smooth muscle tone, can make for very uncomfortable and even painful constipation. And then, if your doctor or midwife tells you that you are anemic and you need to take an iron supplement, Lord help you. You really could be in for a tough time because iron supplements are notorious for causing constipation. If you are in that boat, anemia in pregnancy is nothing to ignore. I had severe anemia with my second child, and you do have to get those iron levels up. But try your best to do it with diet and foods if you can. And the supplement I recommend most highly from my own experience is called Floradix. It's listed down below in the notes. It's a natural herbal liquid, very high in iron, that tends to be much easier for a body to absorb than most iron supplements. But do, of course, check with your doctor or midwife before trying any herbal supplements during pregnancy. Okay? Other things that can help are the same things that help with constipation at any time. Drinking more water, of course, adding more fiber to your diet, and all those jokes about prunes that people make are no joke because those prunes are amazing at getting things going down there. They're not just for grandma. Try them for yourself if you don't believe me. Another issue caused by the looser muscle tone and the resulting slower movement in your intestines is gas and bloating. And it makes sense when you think about this, right? Partially digested food is moving more slowly through your digestive tract. It's breaking down, and one of the products of breakdown is gas, including methane, which actually doesn't smell bad, and hydrogen sulfide, which really, really does. So what can you do about any of it? Your body is going to keep producing progesterone during your pregnancy, but that doesn't mean you can't help manage the effects of that. There are some simple, common recommendations that have certainly helped many women, so let's start with those. Eating 5 to 6 smaller meals throughout the day, if you can, instead of 3 larger meals, that can certainly help with, especially with the acid reflux and heartburn. It's best if you can wait an hour or longer before lying down after eating. That again is going to help having gravity more on your side with the acid reflux. Spicy, greasy, and really high fat foods are better to be avoided, but foods that are high in healthy fats like avocado and coconut and salmon, for example, are usually fine. Yogurt with live probiotic cultures is good. Some women get help with a tablespoon of honey and a glass of milk for heartburn. And most people find it's better to avoid carbonated drinks, caffeine, processed meats, mustard and vinegar, anything else you find especially upsets your stomach, of course, which can be very individual. I know some pregnant women do better with carbonated water than uncarbonated, even though most people find that upsets their digestion. So again, you kind of have to just go with what works for you. Sleeping propped up if you can is great to have gravity on your side. Loose, comfortable clothing so you don't add any more pressure. And of course, get exercise as much as you can. That does decrease stress. It oxygenates your blood, which then oxygenates all your tissue and promotes better digestion overall. So that's all sound advice. And I recommend trying any or all of those to see what works for you and see what helps. But unfortunately, in some cases, none of that does make that much of a difference, and you may want to look for additional help. I've worked with women who are suffering from terrible heartburn, terrible nausea, insomnia, and constipation, couldn't really even function at all, where the idea of giving advice like drink more water and get some exercise and eat 6 small meals a day, forget it. I couldn't even get those words out of my mouth. These are women who've been hospitalized for dehydration and are on bed rest, for heaven's sake. What can you do when it's really bad like that? As an energy healer, I do specialize in working with pregnant women and helping them with pregnancy nausea and discomfort and digestive problems. I can tell you that it's possible to work directly on the underlying causes of all of these and get them resolved or at least significantly relieved. If you're unfamiliar with the term energy healing at all, you might want to first watch my videos about what is energy healing and does energy healing really work to get a better understanding. And I'll do a quick recap a quick summary of it now. So the term energy healing gets used by lots of people. It's really it's an umbrella term for a lot of different healing modalities from a lot of different traditions. And what they have in common is that they all work with the energy systems of the body to stimulate or unblock or promote the body's own natural healing processes. There are a lot of different kinds. You've probably heard of Reiki. You may have heard of EFT, which is also referred to as tapping, pranic healing, and my personal primary healing modalities that I use, which are called the emotion code and the body code, which were developed by a chiropractor and author, Dr. Bradley Nelson. Those other videos that I referenced above will go into more detail about how energy healing works. But bottom line, I want you to know here is that the extreme discomfort and dysfunction and even pain that you may be experiencing due to these digestive problems during pregnancy, they do have underlying causes beyond just what we've talked about, dehydration and progesterone's effects on your muscle tissue. After all, if it was just the progesterone, all pregnant women would be having the same intense level of problems, and that just isn't the case. For every pregnant woman that I've helped with her morning sickness, heartburn, constipation, there have been other underlying imbalances going on that have caused each one of them to have such a hard time compared to what some other women experience. Now, interestingly, the single most common underlying imbalance behind all health issues I've helped people deal with, including all pregnancy discomfort and dysfunction, have been trapped, blocked emotional baggage, like stuck emotional energies that are trapped in our bodies from the past. So these trapped emotional energies are affecting negatively our organs, our glands, our nerves, all the tissues of our bodies at the cellular level. They can promote anxiety, pain, dysfunction, stress, and they can also drive negative behaviors and patterns in our lives. I have a video it's called What is Emotional Baggage that you might want to watch to learn more about that. Now, most importantly, When these trapped imbalances are released, it unblocks our body's own ability to heal itself and restore balance. The nausea, heartburn, and constipation fade away because the underlying causes of them have been cleared away and the body has healed. So I really, really hope that was helpful. These digestive problems during pregnancy are no fun at all. Please let me know what was useful for you, and if you do need some help, you can schedule a free consult with me below.